Nation, we are back. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. We are back with another one. I have my brother, Hammer's House, in the building. What's good, bro?
Acknowledge me.
You are acknowledged, kind sir. Salute to the chat as well, the greatest chat in YouTube history. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't matter what channel you're watching on. It's a Shieldmore vibe over here. We do not care. Just make sure you wipe them and make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's a lot to talk about today. Some inactives we're going to speak about. Some guys that are going to actually get some opportunities this weekend, which I'm excited about. We're going to talk about some potential coaching changes in the offseason because there's some new reports dropping right now. Some former Patriot guys, which is a shocker now that Tom Brady is in the building and going to be a lot more active in terms of helping shape this organization from a personnel standpoint. So we're going to talk about that as well. Salute to Hug D, salute to Mondo, salute to Low Life. Everybody, man, in the building. I appreciate you guys. I see Green Dot Gang is in the building. If you guys want to become Green Dot Gang and you want to join both of our memberships, the links are pinned up top. It helps us keep the lights on over here. It is a lowly 2-7 season right now. I know a lot of the excitement is gone, but guess what? We're going to be here covering this team every which way, regardless of record, and we're going to keep it real. We're going to straight shoot every week. This is what we do. It's what we do, man. How are you feeling about the game tomorrow, man? And we're going to go over matchups as well as we're going to do a little preview, between our Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. For those who didn't see it, the Raiders are traveling out there today, so they will be East Coast bound today to the 305 out there in Miami. Man, how you feeling, man?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
What are you excited about? Can I get anything else outside? I feel like you kind of cap it a little bit, but
I'm excited. We got Minshew starting again. Getsy's gone. We got Scott Turner taking over the play calling. Let's see if anything changes at all, or if it's going to be the same shit, same fucking offensive scheme. Like,
what's funny? I heard some things about the offense thus far since Scott has took over and Norv's out there helping out.
Yeah,
I'm hearing that the offense is looking better. I don't know what that means because this offense has been terrible all season long, but it looks like there have been some improvements. We'll see, facing real competition, not just in practice. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow, but I'm hearing some things that they're tinkering with, and I'm excited to see what they look like tomorrow. We all know it's official, you guys. Michael Mayer is officially back. He is active. He will be playing tomorrow. Let's go over a few things today. I know you've seen the Hammer. Today we announced 4 moves. So Michael Mayer is back from the non-football injury list. Great to see. I want to see what this offense looks like with him, and Brock out there without Devontae Adams. This is the first time that we're going to get an opportunity to see. There you go. First time to see what Michael Mayer can do without Devontae Adams out there. So I'm expecting him to get some more targets, but some more corresponding moves, you guys. We waived wide receiver Alex Bachman. Thank God. He's been absolutely terrible for us. We elevated Terrace Marshall. I like this move. Former second-round pick out of LSU. This was a kid I was high in that draft class. He just hasn't really been able to put it all together. Played for a really, really bad Carolina Panthers team. And also, we're bringing up Will Putnam from the practice squad also. Andre James will be out once again with an ankle injury. Looks like JPJ will be the center moving forward. We got Will Putnam out there. He's going to be our backup center just in case we got to tinker with that O-line or if anything, God forbid, happens to JPJ. I'm excited about the young Clemson UDFA finally seeing the active roster, man. But those are the moves up to this point, you guys. Michael Mayer will be active for the first time in a long time. Alex Bachman was waived, and we brought up Terrace Marshall and Will Putnam. How are you feeling about these moves thus far?
Yeah. Nothing. It's like for us, it's just bodies right now. It's nothing that's making me go ooh ah. But Bachman being gone, it needs to be.
I didn't know if I can run another week, bro, doing these watch parties with Alex Bachman out there in 81 at that, bro. Like, wasn't he 81? I could have swore Bachman was 81.
Who the fuck is that guy?
It's nasty work out here in these streets. Yes, VA, salute to my guy. Yes. But this report, I don't know why they dropped this report again today. Hammer, did you see that? No, I think the Las Vegas Review-Journal, salute to everybody over there. They dropped another article today saying that Brady was going to be more involved with the personnel. This same report dropped a month ago. You know what I mean? We've covered this a ton already. I don't know why they're putting it out there, but I don't find it's kind of weird to me. I don't find this to be a coincidence that they're dropping that now with two other things that dropped today with Mike Vrabel. He's going to be highly in demand for a head coaching job. And then Bill Belichick dropping that he wants to be a head coach in 2025. So I don't find all of it dropping today all together. I mean, there has to be something there, right?
Yeah, Belichick is going to be he's going to be the next head coach in Dallas.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you think so? I think he would kill Jerry.
I think it would have happened. I think it should have happened last year with McCarthy. And now you have this dude on the final year of his contract. I think everybody knows he's going to be gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that could potentially happen. Would be very interesting to see.
Yeah.
Even talks about Belichick potentially going to the Giants, which
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
That would be funny to see. You know, I remember the way he did the Jets in the past. It'd be funny to see him going out to New York and reuniting out there. But either way, you guys, look, moving forward, up to this point, there's AP is the coach. We don't know what this is going to look like next year, but it does look kind of crazy right now that, they're dropping this report again with Tom Brady being heavily involved in the personnel department with Vrabel and Bill Belichick, both looking for head coaching jobs in 2025. So something to keep monitoring moving forward. Tom is very, very close with Vrabel. People tend to forget how good of a head coach Vrabel was. I mean, look, in 2021, he was the coach of the year. You know what I'm saying? In 2019, he helped Tannehill become the most improved player, I believe.
He had a solid first few years. And then the last 2 seasons, he finished with a record of 13-21. But overall, he was not a bad head coach at the beginning. I don't know. Trickled down the last 2 seasons of him as a head coach. It seemed to be that there was a loss in the locker room. Players were complaining, more or less. The players were kind of soft. That's the nicest way of putting it. They can't handle constructive criticism from a coach. In there, we know what it's like. Our days growing up, we knew how the coaches would be with us.
Yeah.
The new generation can't handle that shit. And I feel that's how he found his way out the door in Tennessee.
Salute to Jay, man. My dog, my brother, Demon King. This is my guy in real life. Thank you so much, brother, for the donation. And also thank you for coming out. We had a small, intimate Woodson whiskey tasting the other day at Senior Ozzy's. My brother came out. A few other our guys came out, man, and had some drinks. It was a vibe. I was very happy to see my brother Demon King leave with one of those Woodson Whiskey exclusive Raider hats. Salute to my guy, Jay. Says, what up, Graphk? What up, Hammer? Hope all is well with you and your families. And Graphk, thanks for the invite Thursday. It was a lot of fun. MLNR, man. Salute to my guy, Jason, man. And brother, we got to get together here soon for some cigars once again. My brother, I appreciate you so much in real life and for what you do for the channels also, man. My brother, man. Salute to fuck you, the greatest name in YouTube history. Been a minute since I've been on the live. Just moved from is that Alaska to North Dakota. I want your opinions on this possibility. If Miami keeps struggling, would y'all take a look into going after McDaniels as our OC if he's fired? Let me say this, and I'm gonna hand it over to Hammer. I don't think that he's going to take a step down. He helped turn that program around. I know they're having a tough year this year, but just a year ago, man, that team was humming. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that they're going to move him that quick, that fast. And to be honest, I don't think that he's going to take a downgrade and become an OC. So if it was realistic, I would love to have a great mind like that in the building, help turn around this offense. But Hammer, I don't think that this guy is going to be an OC. I think he'll be a head coach.
Like, look, this was another team, just like a lot of these other teams right now that have been battling injuries. Their star quarterback went down with a bad concussion and has been out majority of the season. He just came back, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, injuries on both sides of the ball.
So, I don't see McDaniel going anywhere at the end of this season. There is a guy that I have thought about recently that nobody seems to be talking about right now.
I know what you're going to say.
Who do you think I'm going to say?
Are you going to go to Arizona?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
No. The other person I'm thinking about right now, if it so happens that AP is gone, Brian Flores.
I would love it.
What he's doing with that defense in Minnesota right now, I think that he might be a guy that's going to be a top candidate for a head coaching position somewhere. And I think that if AP is in fact gone, he might be an option for us as well.
The thing is this, though, if you bring a guy like that and you have to have a great offensive mind because Flores is going to stick to the defensive side of the ball. That's what he's going to stick with. You do not want him having any involvement in the offense. This guy is strictly a phenomenal defensive
coordinator.
Yeah.
That is your guy. You are controlling the offense. Done deal. Like,
yeah.
We've talked about this whole thing with Kingsbury. I don't think Kingsbury is going to be leaving Washington anytime soon. Try to find a legit, strong-minded offensive play caller that could develop Shedeur, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be somebody that is just going to fucking blow your minds when the season comes around.
And Sir Dre, I love what Shedeur is doing right now. I think they're up like 21-9 at the half. He did throw a pick the first play of the game. I kind of picked him apart a little bit. I said that was a bad throw. I looked back. It looked like the ball was tipped at the at the line of scrimmage. But either way, it was a bad play. But guess what? This is what great quarterbacks do. Comes back out the next possession, throws a deep bomb for a touchdown. He has a pick right now, 2 touchdowns. And the offense is starting to gel a little bit. They did have a phenomenal kick return that helped them go up a little bit more on Utah. But I love the poise that Shedeur Sanders has, man. I do. And Hug, that toss to Hunter, that was nasty, huh? Nasty. Love to see it, man. And they're up right now on Utah, you guys. And I think he has somewhere about 120, 130 yards, I think, in the air. 2 touchdowns in the pick right now. So, and they're definitely beating Utah right now. Utah's not ranked. I think they're, what are they, like 5-4 at this point? I think Colorado's 7-2. So, but Utah's always still a sneaky program. Year in and year out, they're a team that usually stays ranked. You know what I mean? But they've lost some games this season. So, yeah, man, Webster, Jenny, that was a beautiful.
Shedeur's got 18 completions for 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
There you have it. Okay, so I was off, but efficient. Outside of that one pick, first play of the game, he's absolutely out there cooking right now. So, and that offensive line is bad. I think he's been sacked 3 or 4 times already. Hammer.
That's the thing. This is where earlier in the season, and I know there's people in here that had heard me say it, that I was kind of like not for Shedeur, and it was primarily like I kind of questioned his leadership, and I retracted that. But it's the offensive line where he has the issues right now. He's got to have a foundational offensive line in front of him at the next level. Because I'm not trying to see this kid go down quick.
And that's why I wouldn't be shocked if he went the route that you said, little bro, which was if you take Shedeur in the first round,
move back up in the first round and get another lineman.
Or even if you stick around in the second and take a tackle or a guard, it doesn't matter. I think that if you do take Shedeur, you're probably going to draft early on that O-line, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, Hugs, Shedeur's O-line has a freshman guard and a walk-on freshman. Facts. And he was praising that center last week. You love to see it. That is a leader. Man of men. Salute to Hug, but definitely, man, he has some young guys on that O-line. It's going to take some time to put that whole thing together. Let's go over the injury report real quick, little bro. For tomorrow, injury report, Jacoby will be playing, which is a great sign. He was dealing with that hamstring. He did fully practice all week long, so it's good to see Jacoby back out there. Michael Mayer, we just talked about him, will be active. Colton Miller been dealing with that ankle injury. He will play tomorrow as well. Jacorian will also play with that hip injury. I think is Harrison Bryant. He's out. He's out. Okay. Max playing with the ankle injury. Nate Hobbs is officially out. I think they officially downgraded him to out. He was doubtful yesterday, but I think that he's out now. So we're going to see either a Darnay Holmes. Maybe we get a DCAM look. I wouldn't be mad. What do you think about this real quick, Hammer? Activate Trey, have him and Merrick back there and play Palomar in the slot. I would love that because Darnay Holmes has struggled this season, man, out there with limited reps. I would love to see Palomar get some looks in the slot. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't mind him in the slot at all. At all. He's a thumper, and he definitely would be best fit. Like, look, we have this emergency pretty much now with Hobbs out. I'd much rather see Palomar at the slot.
And there's a lot of speed in that wide receiver room for Miami, and with those running backs out of the backfield. You got to have those athletic guys out there. I would love to have Palomar out there playing in the slot, play him close to the line of scrimmage, and just send him towards Tua over and over and over and over again. But I would love that. And just to see Trey get a look out there with Merrick would be nice. But I'm a little worried if you're going to have Darnay Holmes starting in the slot with Ja'Cory and Jack on the outside. I'll be a little nervous with Darnay Holmes out there against all that speed that Miami possesses.
The linebackers and the edge rushers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Linebackers is definitely read and react with this as fast as that running back a chain is. Contain.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Max knows his responsibilities. It's always the opposite side of the line that needs to know their responsibility when it comes to a quarterback like Tua. So,
yep. Also, Dylan Parham will be playing, which is a good sign. Andres Pete will be playing. Robert Spillane will be playing through that knee injury. Cody Whitehair is officially out. So the veteran center, guard, tackle, he's kind of jack of all trades, but terrible at all of them. He's out. Miami, it looks as though Tyreek did not participate in practice on Wednesday with that wrist injury, but he will be playing. Alec Ingold was limited, and he's questionable to play against. It looks like he will be playing their fullback. Kendall Fuller had a concussion. He was considered week to week. He suffered his second concussion of the season on Monday against the Rams, and it looks like he's been ruled out. Cam Smith is expected to be the next man up, and also cornerback Jalen Ramsey will be playing as well. So Teron Armstead, questionable. It looks like he'll be playing. Calais Campbell, he was resting. You know, they always give the veterans that treatment. He looks like he'll be playing. Once again, I said, Kendall Fuller's out. Tyreek playing. Robert Jones, offensive lineman, is questionable. Jordan Poyer playing. Alec Ingold, we talked about that. He's questionable. Looks like he will be playing. Isaiah Wynn, offensive lineman, dealing with a quad and knee injury. He's questionable. Tyus Bowser, linebacker, dealing with a knee and calf injury. He will be playing. Julian Hill, tight end, dealing with a shoulder injury. He will be playing. Javon Holland, my guy, dealing with a hand and knee injury. He will be playing. Kader Kohu, I always butcher his name, the corner. He's dealing with a knee injury. He will be playing. Patrick McMorris, calf injury, safety, questionable. Looks like he will be out there. Jack Stoll, tight end. He is out. Jalen Ramsey playing. Odell Beckham Jr., wide receiver, dealing with a knee injury. He will be playing. So there you go. There's your updates for tomorrow against the Miami Dolphins. So anything that stands out right there to you? Not really, right?
Not really.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of that Miami Rams game on Monday night. And, please just try to stay the fuck away from Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Jalen
was doing
he's not the same guy he once was, but there's still glimpses of greatness in Jalen Ramsey's game. Salute to Ron Justice, our dog in the building. Appreciate you for rocking, man, with that content. Salute to my guy. As always, salute to the 500 people in the building. You guys, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, break them thumbs, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that Mike fight. That was actually embarrassing to see yesterday. I know a lot of people in the chat talking about it. Look, first and foremost, I didn't even get a chance to watch it. I had to go to Twitter and watch it on Antonio Brown's stream. He went live from AT&T Stadium because my Netflix just kept turning 25%. And then when it was playing, it looked like some like Oregon Trail shit. Like it just looked so bad, bruh, so bad. And I knew this was a money grab for Mike regardless. His legs look bad. Jake kind of played with him a little bit, played with his food a little bit. I mean, Mike is 58 years old, y'all. The power is there, but
no Diddy.
Hey, no diddler, man. No diddler. But let me say this. Embarrassing for the sport, embarrassing for Netflix, which I hope that this doesn't roll over with WWE, because they're gonna be doing live events there every week. I hope
you even have to take into consideration before WWE starts in January, the Christmas games.
Oh, there you. Oh, they're on Netflix, right?
You have two games on Christmas Day on Netflix. Like, they better get that shit together quickly, man.
Yeah, man. But it was bad, and it ended up exactly. I think it was a split decision. They ended up giving Jake the fight. But hey, man, salute to Mike for getting the bag. $20 million. Now he can go sit somewhere, do his podcast, smoke his weed, take his shrooms, and relax a little bit. I love it, man. Look, I love it for Mike, but I hate it for the sport. You know what I mean? I got a chance once again. I was telling everybody on the Coffee and Combo the other day. I had the blessing of being in the room listening to Andre Ward and Roy Jones talk about this fight, and they weren't really excited about it. They weren't, and we talked to them behind the scenes about it a little bit too. They knew that this was kind of like a cash grab, but they understand that Mike is at a place in his life where 20 million, you can't turn that down. You know what I mean? And Jake is out here fighting people that are over the hill and people that don't have any boxing experience. Jake might be the GOAT, y'all. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Jake hasn't fought anybody. He hasn't beaten anybody." He is beating our asses every year by having everybody order and tune into all this goofy shit that he's doing. So if y'all think that Jake ain't beating nobody, he's beating all of us. Beating all of us. It's nasty work.
Let's all put our money together. Let's get our own little fun house and just do some stupid ass content and see how that goes.
You know what I mean? Salute to Ron Justice, the GOAT, one of the GOATs over here, gifting 20 OLV.
That undercard, that co-main event, bro, I'm tight.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That girl Serrano definitely won that fight. I don't know what the fuck the judges were looking at.
She threw more punches. She landed more punches. She was more efficient.
Headbutts too. Like,
her eyebrow was completely open, bro. That shit looked disgusting.
That shit had me so upset. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, but me and the wife put Netflix on. We tried 3 or 4 different times, and we just gave up. We were like, I'm not watching this shit. I ended up watching fucking 2.5 Men all damn night. So, yeah, no Diddy.
No Diddy, man. No Diddy.
Salute to Ron Justice once again, man. Salute to all the new Green Dot gang in the building. If you guys can, man, do us a favor, man. If you want to become Green Dot, hit our links that are pinned up top. It definitely helps me and Hammer both keep the lights on over here at Shieldmore, man. Appreciate Ron Justice, my dog, so much for doing what you do for the channel, brother. Real talk, man. Graphk versus Hammer, who wins, man? I'm gonna keep it a buck here, okay? The way my back is set up, right? And Hammer's knees are cooked. His knees are cooked, but my back is cooked. So I think this would go the distance, and there'll be no punches landed.
I did once upon a time do MMA. I don't box though.
No, man. Hey, it would be a nasty, disgusting event that would literally leave everybody with a disgusting taste in their mouth. We would never do that. Now, there's one guy in the camp that is older than both of us that has a ton of boxing experience. If you mentioned Wasted, he probably cooked me and Hammer's boots at the same time. So, but yeah, the wheelchair fight, Ruthless. There you go. The wheelchair fight. Facts, man. If I even move my back too quick, it's cookies for me. It's lights out, over with, done deal. Yeah, Dan, definitely a snooze fest. Definitely. That's just hella funny, man. But I want to ask you about this, man. Realistically, and if you had to be a betting man, okay, because all these new reports, we talked about it briefly, the Mike Vrabel, the Bill Belichick coming out looking for jobs. Dallas is going to not probably, there'll be an open vacancy for a head coach there. Matt McCarthy's going to be gone. And if Jerry keeps him around, oh my God, bro, that's organizational malpractice like a motherfucker. But honestly, do you think that, I'm going to say betting man, betting odds being top being 10, 0 being is AP going to be the head coach next year?
I'm 50-50 right now.
Oh, you cheating ass motherfucker.
I'm sorry, but that at this point, that's just how I feel. Like, look, we have these games left. We all know that these games really for us. Oh my God. The fuck. We kind of know that these games aren't important, but at the same time, like we heard Max the other day, like, look, they could play spoiler for all these other teams, but yeah, you could play spoiler. It's not going to benefit us in the long run.
Yeah.
If not within that top 3, top 5 for the draft. So I think with AP right now, especially with the report that you put out on Monday, we were talking about in terms of him losing the locker room now, the things that the players aren't happy with. Let me change it. I think
60-40?
60-40.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be shocked if AP kept the job for another year. You know, I know that right now with all the injuries and the quarterback position, I understand that if they do bring him back, which I don't agree with, but I understand the thought process behind it. And also, you know, these reports are flying all over the place as well, you guys, about Deion stating that, you know, AP earned the job. He earned the job, and the ties with Shedeur, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, what we look like these next 8 weeks. And if he sticks around or not. Hey, Mondo, let me say something, man. Slamson wants his fade, bro. I do not like that Royale. I hate it. And salute to D Fox last night, putting up a 60 piece on the Minnesota Timberwolves without DeMar DeRozan, without Malik Monk. You know, we were down and out. We were down by like 20 at one point, and Fox put that team on his back. Got into OT. We lost by 3 or 4 points, I believe. Big game by Fox, but without DeRozan and without Malik Monk, it was tough. And the young fella Keegan did not step up. It was nasty work. But we got another one today against the Utah Jazz. They're 3-7. Hopefully we can get back in the winning column. But I don't like that new Kings mascot. I hate it. I don't like that shit at all. Salute to Sacktown Raider Mike, deepest part of hell, Del Paso Heights, fellow Sacramentan with that Sacramentality. Salute to my guy, Sacktown Raiderman in the building, man. He said, King still cheeks, Dubs all day. I hate it. Nah, man, but I wouldn't be shocked. If AP is not the guy next year, I would believe that Vrabel is next in line. I do. I know that Bill Belichick and Tom are playing nice in the media and in the roast of Tom Brady. I still believe that they're close. I still believe they're cool. I think it's more of the ownership with Bill Belichick. But I would be shocked if Tom and company brought Bill Belichick in to be the head coach. I don't see that being the fit in Las Vegas. I think that Mike Vrabel would be the number one option if you can't get the likes of a Ben Johnson or one of those offensive-minded guys.
Vrabel, solid defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Dable, offensive coordinator.
I put that on Twitter the other day, bro. Great minds. I wouldn't be against it. If the Giants fire the ball, bring them over.
The way things that are playing out here, and I just keep hearing about it over and over and over again, I think Dable's going to be out.
Okay. And I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, but the thing is this. Can the Giants afford to do that? I mean, he kind of brought them back to relevancy. Took them to playoffs. They won a playoff game, Hammer. Didn't they? Didn't win a
game with Daniel Jones. And the thing is, Daniel
Jones about to bench him.
Jones got the extension.
Yeah.
And they didn't give Barkley a bag. Yeah. But Jones is not, or Dable, Jones is not Dable's guy. And
no, not at all.
Of coaches and GMs over the last few years, it has just been a dumpster fire for them. So I have a feeling that he's going to be gone, though.
Think so?
But Jones is going to be gone too. So maybe Jones will be gone. Maybe Dable gets to live one more year.
Realistically, how can Jones be gone though?
They can get out of that contract.
Yeah.
They similar to Cars. They can get out of that contract.
Oh wow! See, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay. Salute the DPA. Yeah, Red Velvet, man. Yeah, bro. Kevin Herter he does not need to be in the starting lineup at all, DPH. We got to get that bench together, man. We need to add another body. Monty got to go out there, man, and add another body to that second unit for sure. What's up?
Is that no?
What happened?
Is Warren Sapp on Colorado's coaching staff?
I know that he's been out there working with Deion, but I don't know about him being a part of the staff. Let me see. Is he?
I just saw a dude on the screen that kind of looked like Sapp a little bit.
Oh, he is. Yeah. Yep. He's yeah. Wow. Okay. I had no clue, bro.
I know there were talks about it a while back. I didn't know that it actually happened.
He's a senior quality control analyst.
Oh wow.
So yeah, he's definitely a part of what they got going on out there in Colorado. Let me see. Sean put up his mock draft. I want your take on this. Which these are a lot of guys that this looks like the damn draft that we had the other day. Shedeur Sanders, Jonah in round 2, the offensive lineman, which I love it. Trey Harris, which is one of my favorite wide receivers in this draft out of Ole Miss. Caleb Johnson, one of the better running backs. If he's available in the third round, take him. 1,300 yards, 20 touchdowns this year. So you're going back-to-back running back. Or Dylan Sampson, the kid out of Tennessee. I'm going Caleb Johnson. Donovan Jackson. So you continue to build that O-line. I'm not mad about that. Ricky White, another sneaky receiver out of UNLV. I would like that. Defensive end Jack Sawyer. I don't think he's going to be available in the 6th round, Sean. I think he's going to be more a mid-round guy. He'll probably be gone in the 3rd round, a young kid out of Ohio State, and then go get Shiloh in the 6th round. Not against that.
So I'm looking at it. I was looking at that, and I'm thinking about the draft that we did the other day, but the only difference that I'm seeing is our draft, we're not getting – I feel like we're only picking 3 rounds, don't we?
Yes, we have 1st, 2nd, 2 3s, and a 4. Well,
that's where shit is going to change for us because of those. When we've done the drafts, it just goes. It's giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like not the additional picks that we have within that top, within those first 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of moves that could be made with that draft capital, and I'm not saying us using it necessarily as to get something back or move up, but I feel like we are going to have a very solid draft, especially early with the needs that we have. Quarterback, definitely an offensive lineman. We're going to have to get a receiver and a running back. And we talked about the receivers the other day. I said realistically, like 3rd, 4th round is where it's going to be that hot spot for us to get a receiver. So I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued.
Real quick, man. Once again, salute to everybody here in the building. As always, appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with us. Let's go over a little bit, with this Miami game tomorrow. Kind of go over their offense, what they bring to the table on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, they took a step down this year. Hammer, total offense this year, they're 20th, averaging 315 yards a game. They have 14 offensive touchdowns completely on that offensive side of the ball. Once again, Tua has been out, a few weeks. So, you got to kind of look at this, with, kind of with a grain of salt, right? Passing offense, they've struggled all year long. They're number 25. We're number 18. That says a lot. We have 203 yards in the air a game, 9 touchdowns in the air. They're at 25, 188 and 7 touchdowns in the air. Rushing offense, they're not as bad. They're a top 10 team. They're number 9. They average 126 yards on the ground per week. They have 7 rushing touchdowns. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can stop the run because we've been getting gashed in the ground game all year long. Scoring offense, they're kind of, I don't even want to say a middle of the pack. They're actually one of the worst teams in the NFL in scoring offense. They're number 30. They're averaging 16 points a game. They have 14 touchdowns on the offensive side of the ball. In the red zone, they're also struggling like crazy. They're 23. They convert 52% of the time in red zone. So what do you look at here on the offensive side of the ball? And we're better. We're better than them. We're actually one of the top 10 picks, or top 10 teams in the red zone, which is shocking. We convert 59% of the time, almost 60%. How do you feel about how we stack up against this team offensively?
I look at it from the standpoint of everything that you just said, how they're struggling, how they've gone through this, they've gone through that. They're playing us tomorrow. It always seems to be some wild shit or some weird ass stat that a team has some type of struggle. They come and play us, and the shit just fucking flips for them.
Yep. And they got a chain. I think that's how you say his name. How do you say his name?
I say a chain.
Okay, a chain. He's a baller. I mean, he's gonna get his issue tomorrow. I think Miami, man. If we can stop the run, like I said, they've struggled to pass the football all year long, even with all those weapons that they have on the outside. It's going to be interesting to see how we match up against that offense. But defensively, they're one of the top 10 defenses in the NFL, Hammer, this year. They're giving up 305 yards a game, 19 touchdowns allowed defensively, which puts them at top 10. They are one of the better passing defenses in the NFL. They got Jalen Ramsey, Javon Holland. They're at 8, giving up 191 in the air every week. They've given up 8 touchdowns in the passing game. So they're one of the better passing defenses. Now, against the run, They're still right there in the thick of things. They're at 12, giving up 114 a game. They've given up 10 touchdowns on the ground all season long. And then scoring defense, they're somewhat middle of the pack. They're at 17, 22 points, 19 total touchdowns allowed. And then red zone defenses, let me see where they are, 11. So they give up red zone. They give up touchdowns 50% of the time in the red zone. So they are still essentially one of the better defenses in the NFL.
I see a lot of people in the chat pretty much like agreeing with what I'm saying right now. Like Raiders always giving teams their mojo back. They're going to put up 70. We're going to get the right game for everyone this year. Like, shit is crazy, man.
And once again, we've struggled traveling out east, Hammer. It's early game. I think we got to cover, 12 my time, 1 your time tomorrow?
Yes.
So I like that he actually, some people think, you should leave a couple days early to get used to. I actually like that they left a little later. I do, man. Get out there right on time.
Today, right?
You said what? Yeah.
They left today?
Mm-hmm. I believe they were traveling today.
I would have left yesterday. I would have left like last night.
Let me see. I want to see this. I want to make sure. Let me see. But I believe they left today.
Everyone that has Tua and Hill on their fantasy is going to have to feel that. God damn, man. See? I'm sorry. I've opened up Pandora's box, man.
Definitely the get right team. Facts. I like what Brown said. I'm a Wolverine fan, and I know that Jack Sawyer will go high second. Yeah, I have him in that second, third round. Definitely. I don't think that this is that deep. This may be a bold take, but I don't really see this being a heavy defensive end or edge rusher, type draft. I don't. I think that's why Sawyer may go early. He may go early. There's a few guys that I like a lot, but I'm just saying, to me, this isn't that deep of a class like in recent memory. And I could be wrong. I could be totally off. I just feel like the homework that I've done thus far in tape and all that, I'm not really that hyped up about this edge rusher class. I'm just not. Let me see. Is Miami making us wear black? No.
You sure about that?
I don't think so. Right? I mean,
hold on. Let me just check. It's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow. Yeah, they are.
Think so? And they're going to put us on that one side where all the sun.
How this goes with that stadium? Come on, bro.
I hate that damn stadium, bro. I hate Hard Rock.
Why do you think I went and made the thumbnail the way I did?
Yeah. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense.
Like, we're away. We should be wearing white. Not in Miami.
Well, paper chase. That's what I mean, though. Just not too many like generational guys. There's a lot of decent edge rushers. That's what I meant, brother. Because in recent memory, you're watching all these kids, coming out of the Hutchinsons and the Alabama kid down there with the Texans, Will. And all these other guys, like there's been some generational edge rushers that have coming out in recent memory. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not too hyped about this class, to be real. Yeah, hey, Justice, that stadium is ass, bro. Hard Rock is terrible for opposing teams. Definitely. Salute to that Raiders fan. Good seeing Norv Turner back with us despite the bad times as a coach, man. And I don't know if you guys seen the report, but he moved out there. He's staying with his son, which is cool. And, and he was once a great, let me say this. I don't want to say once. He's a great offensive mind. I just don't know if what he brings to the table translates to today's NFL. You know what I mean? And look, if for our sake, Hammer, I just hope that they're just competitive. I just hope the offense gets better, that we can score a lot more, but also just stay competitive.
This is why I'm intrigued. Like, just for, again, made the changes that should have happened a while back. Looking at New Orleans last week, Allen gets fired. Their interim, they fucking went and beat Atlanta. Like, yeah. Who's to say that there isn't potentially a chance at an upset special tomorrow? You got to see what this offense can do with a new play caller and see how this shit goes.
I mean, Hammer, realistically, bro, let's keep it a buck here, dog. Would it be shaking the world up? I mean, you're playing the Miami Dolphins who are 3-6. They essentially have one more win and one less loss than us. This isn't a game where it's like we're going out there and we're playing a phenomenal team. I mean, yeah, they got their quarterback back, but they've struggled even with Tua. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't – this is a game that can really go either way. Let's not act as though this is a game that, we're going to go out there and, I mean, we are the Raiders. We found ways to lose to some bad teams. But realistically, you look at what they've done and what we've done. This isn't really a bad matchup for us. It's not.
The second that Minshew turns the ball over, I'll probably break something in here tomorrow. If nobody's here, yeah.
Real quick, y'all, update on the Colorado game right now. Buffaloes are running away with this game. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. 28-16 Colorado. Shedeur is doing this thing right now. 18 for 28, 165, 2 touchdowns and a pick. And Shepard's the one that has 2 touchdowns in the receiving game for the Colorado Buffaloes. So anyone keeping up on the Shedeur train right now, you already know a lot of us are.
Go Shedeur. You drop that shit.
What?
Yo, spread formation. He throws a quick screen and it goes right through this receiver's hands. How the fuck do you drop that, dude?
Hug, I seen that. I seen a lot of people on Twitter saying that Hunter got smoked. It happens, man. It happens to the best of them, Baston says, yes, Graphk, the Dolphins have 3 wins, but they're playing for something. They're currently 8th in the AFC. They still have a chance for the playoffs, unlike us. No, I agree. I'm just saying, essentially, you look at that roster, look at the injuries that they've sustained, you look at the regression that they've dealt with this year. They look way worse than what they looked like last season. And that wasn't a convincing win against the Rams last week. It was very, very close. I don't really look at this team as being a team to be afraid of, at all. But it is what it is. Like, once again, I just want to be competitive, man. I want to be competitive. Salute the soul, my guy, man. Chef in the building. Miami always makes us wear black. The way their stadium is built for 1 p.m. games, the sun is hitting visors, sidelines, and Miami is in the shade. I live in Southern Florida and go to almost every game. There you go. I totally forgot about that whole wave of them having us wear black out there.
That's why, and that's exactly why I created the thumbnail.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what, DPH? I'm hoping, bro, tomorrow, man. It sucks to see that Max only has 6.5 sacks at this point of the season. Like, I was hoping for defensive player type year this year. I hope that he goes out there and plays out of his mind. I do. I hope that Brock goes out there and gets a couple tutties. I hope that Michael Mayer gets his issue on the offensive side of the ball. But I'm hoping that Max can go out there and build some confidence on that D-line and get to the quarterback a few times, man. Definitely. I mean, he always plays like his hair's on fire, but the production hasn't really been there these past few weeks. And I'm hoping, man, that, that for our sake, for, him being the captain and the leader of this football team, that he can go out there, man, and play lights out tomorrow, man. I really hope that Max and Brock can have big games on both sides of the football field for us tomorrow, man. Let me see. What about the OC from the Raiders? Sammy, we talked about that. We've talked about Monken being one of those guys. And to be real with you, man, he did a good job, or a great job in Georgia, right? Helping develop Brock Bowers and other great talents that came out of Georgia. And I'm going to be real, though, man. He spoiled Samuel out there in Baltimore. There is a shit ton of weapons out there. The offensive line has not been gelling at the way that they thought it would. To be honest,
no, that's been their problem the entire season, especially their interior offensive line.
But he has a shit ton of weapons. I mean, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. I mean, now they got Deontay Johnson. They got Lamar. They have a shit ton of talent.
Come on.
What happened?
Any offensive coordinator this past offseason could have looked at our players on offensive weapons we have and could have thought the same thing, minus the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm just saying that'd be an interesting name to keep an eye on. And I know that East Coast said it, and I believe a few people in the chat said it a few shows ago when I mentioned that he wants to stick around and be an OC. All he wants to do is call plays. He doesn't want to be a head coach. He says he's too old for it. He just wants to help, these young guys on the offensive side of the ball. So I don't know if Todd Monk is going to be looking for a head coaching position anytime soon. Now, if a job comes his way and there's a shit ton of money involved, maybe things change. Money changes everything, right? So we shall see. But he's doing a phenomenal job. They're on a generational run out there with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson out there in Baltimore offensively. They're literally on a legendary run on the statistically. So Mac's been rehabilitating that ankle. He said on his Rush podcast that he's feeling really close to 100%, which is great. We want to see Max out there at 100%. It just sucks, though, that we're going to see him at 100% without Christian Wilkins next to him, without a real edge rusher two opposite of him. Chasen has looked really good for us. I'm actually shocked that he's been playing as well as he had. I'm not saying that's a lot. I'm just saying that he's been pretty good for us. Janarius Robinson, healthy scratch a few weeks. He's not had too much help. Charles Snowden kind of came back down to reality. Malcolm Kuntz, Him being gone all season. There's really not been a lot of help for Max Crosby on the defensive line. And it sucks.
I think Kuntz will be back. I think he's going to get re-signed on a 1-year deal. At least I hope so.
I can see a team like the New England Patriots, bro, or one of those teams with all that money, pay him. I can see it. I can definitely see it, man. But, I mean, who's to say? New England, the way they run their business now, it's pretty bad. But, I mean, look, who was the guy that kept sitting him?
Douchebag.
And Patriot, maybe they ask him, what do you think about him? And maybe he says, nah, he's not the guy. I don't know. But I would love to see Malcolm Kuntz back next year. And then go get another edge rusher. Bring Chasen back. Go get another edge rusher in this year's draft in the middle rounds and run it. I'm cool with that. But, yeah, without Kuntz, man, without Christian Wilkins and Tyree not taking the next step this year, which is unfortunate, dog. He got 1 sack this year, dog. With all the opportunities that he's had this year, I was hoping that Tyree could take the next step. And that, bruh, Hammer, I know you love him. That was a bust. That was a terrible pick by McDaniels, man. Terrible. I like the Michael Mayer pickup. I love the Trey Tucker pickup. He's had some good picks. You know what I mean? We still don't know what we have in Amari Burney. Matthew Butler has been bad. Some of these picks that they had a couple bad classes, but they picked up some interesting pieces. But Tyree is nasty work, bro. Nasty. I seen somebody post something on Twitter the other day with the stats that he put up this year, and I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. Like with all the opportunity, like we're waiting for somebody to grab that edge rusher 2 spot and say, this is my shit. And Tyree's not doing it in year 2, which is bad. It's bad. Paper chase, yeah. He said Jalen Carter destroyed Washington on Thursday. What could have been? Could you imagine Christian Wilkins and Jalen Carter together on the D-line with Max and Malcolm Kuntz on the edge? Oh, my God. That would be phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. He said Tyree's taking steps to retirement in year 2. Yo, he's stupid. Tyler, I mean, what do you mean, bro? This is the first year he's healthy. He's been fully healthy this year. He has 1 sack. I mean, do you want to bring up – we can bring up his stats right now if you want.
Is that a real picture? It kind of looks like the doll from Squid Game.
No, that's him. Salute to my guy.
Damn.
He's a good dude. Good dude. He's 16 years old. He definitely supports everything that we do. He's a young kid.
My bad. Kid.
In 8 games, 1 sack, 6 solo tackles. That's it. That's Tyree Wilson in year 2.
The pick was Farrell. Damn.
1 sack. Bro, he had 3.5 last year and he wasn't healthy. So see, that's what I'm saying. Make it make sense, Tyler, right? He had 3.5 last year and he wasn't healthy. And Malcolm Kuntz was out there a lot. So when you're not healthy, you get 3.5. When you're healthy, you get 1. Make it make sense, my guy. Yeah, that Raiders fan. No, bro. Look, keep Art Shell where Art Shell is at. Retired on the couch and just showing up to alumni parties every year. I love Art Shell, one of my favorite football players of all time. Keep that man away from this coaching staff. I never want to see Art Shell again on a sideline helping in any facet of this team at all. Q said, Kuntz ain't it. Huh. Elaborate, Q. Because I'm
Bernstein Bears in the building.
The Buff Bernstein Bear. Salute to Big Mike, our brother in the building. Yo. The Buff Bernstein Bear, bro. My dog out there looking like the Bernstein Bear dad. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Break them thumbs. If you guys are not subscribed yet, what are y'all waiting on? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. So salute to everybody here in the chat. As always, appreciate every single one of you guys for rocking with us. We wanted to do a quick hour and a half long live. Shoot the shit with the nation. You said what?
Nah, I was showing the highlight before for Colorado.
And right now, is there any update? It's still 28-16. Right now. And Shedeur at this point is almost to 200 yards in the air. 23 for 33, 196. They have the football at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. So it looks like Trav just came down with a 13-yard grab. 4 receptions, 55 yards for Travis Hunter. So there you have it. We need to see more from Kuntz. I agree, Caps. Definitely. Let me see. He says Tyree has bad get-off syndrome.
Come on, Mondo. Come on, man.
We're going to be here tomorrow.
Is it like, come on, bro. We'll be here.
What did Stack say at the show? That is a pig pussy pork? Yes, sir. We'll be here, Mondo. Let me see. Texas is killing me right. What's the score on Texas right now?
20-10.
They're still not running away with it, huh?
They just scored the last drive. Like, this is a tough fucking game right now.
Shedeur just threw a banger right now to put him at 230 in the air right now. 1st and 10 at Utah 17. So Shedeur once again cooking today. Let me see. My fear is Sanders goes to the Giants. I can definitely see that happening. I don't think that Deion's going to allow that to happen. I don't. I don't see.
There was a report out there earlier this week. I saw ESPN talking about it, like Shedeur and Deion, like Deion potentially being a head coach. He's already stated he would not want to be a head coach in the NFL. So they need to put that to rest and put that to rest now.
I don't think that's a hot take, Paper. I can see Ewers going to the Rams and Sean McVay, developing him and making him the next guy. I can see that. I can definitely see that. That'd be a good pickup for those guys, especially with McVay, man. That mind, bro. He'll have Ewers balling. Definitely. Is Shedeur and Coach Prime a package deal? No. I mean, well, let me say this, Fly. Essentially, yes, because Deion's going to be at the facilities. He'll be there, chopping it up with AP and talking to coaching staff and stuff like that. He'll be heavily involved in his son's career. So a package deal in a sense, yes, but not a Deion needs to be the head coach if they want Shedeur Sanders. It's not going to happen like that. But he'll essentially be a part of the package deal because he's going to be heavily involved in the process with his son's, NFL career.
Tim, is that true?
New York media keeps talking about Gruden coaching the Jets. Man, Gruden just signed a deal with Barstool Sports, man. And I know he wants to be back in the league next year. We talked to one of his close friends, and you guys put the 2 and 2 together. We talked to his OC. You know who I'm talking about, Hammer. Talked to him the other day. Salute to our brother Stu, and it looks like, they're trying to come back. So we shall see. But I'd be actually shocked if New York brought Gruden up there for the Jets or the Giants to keep it a buck.
Hug, I'm still trying to not getting over it. I'm still fucking sick, bro. This shit fucking sucks.
Yeah. You see us moving on from Patrick Graham. It depends on who's going to come in the building. If Vrabel's there, I think that Vrabel's going to call the defense and Graham moves on. You know what I'm saying? If you get a defensive-minded guy, Angel, I can definitely see us moving on from Graham. And he's regressed this year. I know with all the injuries and stuff like that, but there's been some questionable play calling on the defensive side of the ball all year long with Graham out there. So, I mean, and that's not me saying that I want Graham to leave at all. He had a good year last year, and, but we expected that defense to take a super, climb to the top this year in the NFL rankings in terms of defensive, on the defensive side of things. But I think if Vrabel is signed or one of these defensive-minded guys, or Bill Belichick, I think he's gone. I think he's gone because these guys are essentially going to call the defense. And I think that Graham will want to go somewhere where at least he'll have full reins to call the defense. Now, if we bring in an offensive-minded guy, maybe Graham sticks around. I don't know. And I know that Graham has the ties to New England and all that stuff, but I think that Graham wants to be somewhere where he can call the defense as a whole. So the Jets are the NFL graveyard for coaches and quarterbacks.
You ain't fucking lying.
Yeah, bro. And look, Aaron Rodgers just said that he's coming back next year.
So did you hear why? This is exactly why this whole thing happened with Tay leaving. He pretty much said that he had the conversation with Rodgers, like, you better be back for the 2025 season, or that trade would have never happened.
So basically, and that's kind of, we talked about that before. It's kind of like if you want them, you better be here next year.
Mm-hmm.
So what do they do then? Do they get some more offensive line in the top 10?
Probably.
You got Garrett Wilson, you got Devontae, you got Breece Hall, you have
their defense. All of a sudden, their defense looks like shit all of a sudden this year.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner's took a step back for sure. But let me see. If we don't get Sanders or Ward, Telesco has to go. And it's funny, actually, we were talking about this on Coffee and Combo the other day. There's a few guys that fits the mold of what Tom Telesco likes. That's Rourke out of Indiana. They're undefeated this year. I think their head coach just got an extension because they're cooking out there in Indiana. And then Drew Allure, both 6'5" guys, big body quarterbacks. If actually, it'd be crazy to see if we're there in the top three. If Tom Telesco said, I don't give a shit what you guys want to do, I'm going to get Travis Hunter, and then I'm going to go get my quarterback in the second round. I would not be shocked. I want to be shocked. I want Shedeur. And if it's not Shedeur, I want Cam Ward. But I wouldn't be shocked if Tom Telesco said, I'm going to get the best player available like I did with Brock Bowers last year. I'm taking Travis Hunter if he's there, wherever we're drafting, and then he gets his quarterback of the future. If Tom Telesco could figure out a way to interrupt this, corrupt the system, so to speak, Hammer, and move up and get Shedeur and Travis Hunter, dog, give that man, give him the Gruden treatment. Give him a 10-year fully guaranteed contract, bro. Or if it's Shedeur and Genty, or if it's, whatever. Like, if you find a way to get a package of those three, with those three guys, two of those guys, give that man the Gruden 10-year fully guaranteed deal. Colorado just scored once again, 47-yard touchdown from Shedeur Sanders to Miller. There you go. Hey, man, Shedeur ain't this, Shedeur ain't that. Shedeur cooking right now. 47-yard touchdown. I hope a lot of people are starting to open up a little bit to this idea of Shedeur being a Raider, because I'm telling you now, man, I can definitely see it happening very, very soon. Sauce starting to look like a condiment gardener. Yo, salute the hug. I mean, their whole defense is taking a step back though this year.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, Sauce is definitely gonna he's definitely gonna feel it out there if the D line ain't the same, the linebacking core ain't the same. And it didn't help that Hassan Reddick missed the whole season. So
Angels said we're going to draft another tight end.
Oh,
yeah, none are home.
Yeah, there's no to me generational type tight end in this draft. And that would be crazy, bro. If Tom Telesco took a dump, that'd be absolute. It'd be a shit show at this point. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Let's get some questions in, y'all. Let's do some Q&A. Put some questions up there before we get out of here. I know we got at least another good 20, 30 minutes in this. Put some questions up in the chat, man, and let's talk. Make sure you hit that subscribe button real quick on both sides. Also, man, wipe them feet, break them thumbs. And once again, if you guys want to become members of the channels, both our links are pinned up top. It definitely helps what we do over here at Shieldmore, man. She says Shedeur or Allure. Worst case, Milroe or Rourke. And Rourke's been balling this year. See, I'm just not a Jalen Milroe guy. I like the kid. I think that he's a very athletic kid. I think he's more of a run first type quarterback. He can't throw the football. Huh?
That's a kid out of Bama?
Yeah. To me, he's a boomer bust type product. So Hug says, who's the best college linebacker right now? You guys got anybody over there in Texas that you're high on?
I like their linebackers. I like a couple of them, but not guys right now that I'm like, yeah, let's get them. I don't need to see us going for a linebacker again.
No. Especially early on. I'm looking right now at this article ranking top 30 college football linebackers. Harold Perkins comes in at number 1 for LSU. He's a guy that I definitely haven't really watched a lot because I don't watch a lot of LSU. Barrett Carter, Clemson. I don't know how many of these guys are going to be coming out next year, though. I got to do my homework, Hug, to be honest with you on the linebacking. I've not really looked too much in terms of linebackers because I think that we're going to be okay at the linebacker position. We just drafted Tommy Eichenberg. We still got a young group of Amari Gaynor, Amari Burney. We're going to bring Spill back. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think that we need to go get a linebacker early on. So Barrett Carter, Q, okay.
Nope.
Jenny says Harold Perkins tore his ACL in week 2 or 3. There you go. See, once again, I have not been looking at LSU like that at all. Salute to Cap, man. Can't think of a coach done nastier than Salah this year. Got shown the door in favor of a washed quarterback and Tay. Thought that trash would have been better. Where do you think he ends up?
Not as a head coach.
No, I don't think so. I think he goes back to being a coordinator.
Going to be a D coordinator somewhere. You got to look through these teams that are going to be looking for a new head coach this offseason and see if he would fit one of those systems.
Yeah.
New Orleans is going to be in need of one. Again, I don't know what our situation is going to be come season's end. I guess we'll find out on Black Monday.
Yeah.
There any other coaches right now? The Giants, I don't see that happening.
No. That's an interesting name to keep an eye on, though. What if
they're going to be in need of a new head coach?
Yeah.
Chicago.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Salute to Ron Justice. Not the head coach, though. I don't think he's going to be a head coach.
Coordinator.
Yeah.
But that would be a team potentially.
Yeah. I see it being a Cliff Kingsbury or Ben Johnson 1A, 1B for Chicago. Two guys that would help develop that young kid in Caleb Williams, who has been thrown into the fire this year and looked absolutely shitty, even with all those weapons at receiver.
Are there issues amongst that locker room right now against Caleb Williams? Is it true?
I've heard a lot. And I think that their star wide receiver is one of the ones right now, DJ, who was the most upset with Caleb Williams.
Shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, we had an idea that, he's an eclectic personality, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not winning football games, I think that people are going to look at him like, look, man, we can deal with it if we're winning, but we're losing football games in a terrible fashion with all these weapons that we have on the offensive side of the ball. That O-line is still fucking terrible, though. But Caleb Williams has just had a bad year. Outside of maybe one or two games where he showed some light, Caleb has looked terrible this year. But
I was very hesitant about him going into this draft. I told y'all, whoever takes him, like, that dude is going to be the Drake of the NFL. Like, I'm not dealing with that bullshit.
Yeah, Lo, so I heard that report. So look at Hammer. Veterans in Chicago want to get to start. I can see it. Maybe C. Ron Justice says Caleb wasn't great in college. I got to disagree with you, my brother. I think that he worked wonders in USC with that terrible O-line and that bad defense that he had out there. I thought that Caleb played really well for USC. Not saying that he really won anything that matters. I'm just saying that I think that with that O-line and with that terrible defense that they had, I think that he was working whatever he had and he made it work. Let me see. Darth, I don't think so. Once again, he's 5'10", 5'11". I don't think Tom Telesco even wants to look at another small quarterback to bring in, after this whole Gardner Minshew experience. This kid's even smaller than Minshew. I don't think that he wants to do that. I think he wants the more prototype type quarterback. It's not, I mean, let me say this. There's no real reports that, let me say, it's easy to make that connection, 84, but there's nothing real to this at this point. There's nothing real. Now, is Bill Belichick making his case? Definitely. He came out today and stated that he wants to be, I don't know if you guys seen this, salute to the Athletic, but coaching is in his blood. He wants this. A person close to Belichick told the Athletic over text. So he's ready to go. He wants to be there. And once again, with him and Vrabel, both guys that will probably be in high demand, I think Belichick almost had the Atlanta job this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he went out there, I think he had 2 different interviews.
Yep.
And then they ended up going with Raheem Morris, which I thought was the right move for them. But I don't really believe in any of these reports. It's just so easy to say that because Tom Brady's in the building and he's going to be hands-on with personnel department. But
is he going to bring along his 20-year-old girlfriend for whatever team he's coaching for?
Hey, man. Hey, look. Should look good with some Raiders shit on this, in one of those suites at Allegiant. Why not? Fuck it. So the Raiders fan, Al Davis was a Charger before coming to us. Same as Telesco. Just saying something special is coming. Oh, that's a great way to think about this shit. And Raiders fan, don't remind anybody about that shit, man. Don't do it. Don't do it, Raiders fan. Don't do it. But yeah, you're right. But look, Jim Plunkett was what? Patriot, Niner. I mean, look at Rich Gannon was a Chief. It happens. It's the NFL.
Romanowski.
Yeah, Bill Romanowski, Niner, Bronco. It happens. Salute to Cap once again on the $10 special. I appreciate you, brother. Shedeur would have a lot more support and love in Vegas than anywhere else. If he goes anywhere else, I don't think he'd get that as good a support system that Vegas will provide him. I like that. I like that. Not even just that. We want him there. Him and his father want him there. I just think everything's aligning itself, for this to happen. So we shall see, Cap. Hopefully everything works itself out. For those who aren't watching that game right now, Utah is driving. They're 1st and 10. Well, 2nd and 1 at Colorado's 6-yard line. They're down 35-16 right now. Colorado ran away with this game. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Shedeur, once again, is somewhere around 250, 24 for 35, 3 touchdowns and 1 pick, which came on the first play of the of scrimmage for the Colorado Buffaloes on the offensive side of the ball. So, but no, I agree with you, man. I agree with you, Cap. I think that everything is in play for Shedeur to succeed in Las Vegas. Let me see. Lakeshore Raiders says, well, Telesco ain't no Al Davis. This is facts. Demaja, why is everybody so enamored with Sanders? I mean, the thing is this, Demaja, and I think you'll agree with me on this, little bro. Why is he enamored with us? We seem to be enamored with people that are enamored with us. Oh, you like me? Well, fuck it. I like you too. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, he's the one that's been, hey, tell the Raiders, this, that.
Yo, you know what? Hey. Let's leave it at this with Shedeur and us. Wait till the end of our game tomorrow. Just wait for the tweet to come out. Just wait for it. Wait to see what Shedeur is going to say after our game.
If we get a thank you, God, you know what time it is. But we love people that love us. That was why we were so enamored with keeping DC around for so long. He wants to be a Raider. Devontae grew up a Raider. He grew up a Raider. AP is a Raider. He's a Raider. We're enamored with people that want to be here. Whether it works or doesn't work, this has been a trend in Raider Nation, right? We gave Gruden a 10-year deal for some shit he did 20 years ago.
That nostalgia shit's got to stop with coaches, man. Because I'm telling you, their old fucking mindset does not translate to the new age fucking football. Yeah. And people keep trying to recycle that shit. They got to stop.
But Shedeur is very smart. He's already rich. The NIL deal that he has, he understands going to Vegas and what that would do for his brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, he understands the thought process of making millions of dollars, off of sponsorships and advertising those situations out there in Las Vegas. It makes all the sense in the world. The silver and black, the most beautiful jersey in sports, the greatest logo ever. I get it. And I think that growing up around Dion and Dion being in our age bracket and understanding the greatness that the Raiders had once and one time, I think he understands, like, let me come over there and try and help this program and turn it back around. I think Shedeur, definitely looks at this as a situation to be able to help turn this organization around, but also the opportunities it'll make financially, being involved with the Raiders. It makes all the sense in the world. So let me see. Barcode Cody. It's Barcode Burgers. Yeah, that's where it is, realist. You had the cat on one of your lives. Who do we have on? I didn't have it. We had TQ live from the Barcode. We had Charles Woodson live. We had C Wood live from the Barcode.
Only ones we had.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, we had Stu. Stu came through and shit like that. But we've done some shows over there, definitely.
But yeah, is Barcode. If I remember correctly, the address is 1590 East Flamingo Road in Vegas.
Bro, if you're right, your memory is insane, bro.
Look it up.
That's fucking crazy, bro. If you really got that shit right now, bro, that's absolute. You're a maniac, bro.
I'm going to look it up real quick and see if I'm right.
Stupac! Yeah, I don't know Cat Williams. Everybody's saying Cat Williams in the chat.
Yeah. Yep. 1590 East Flamingo Road.
That's crazy, bro.
That's because that became that is my second home anytime I've gone to Vegas.
Yeah. Salute to our brother Barcode over there, man.
The dude across the street, the smoke shop, always takes care of me.
Oh, yeah. Every time we go over there, get a cigar. Yeah. They definitely cool as hell over there. I heard Dion always loved the Raiders organization and wanted to be drafted there. Yes, and there was also a time where Dion, before he went to, was it the Cowboys or the Niners? It was one of those teams where he wanted to be a Raider. We just couldn't make it happen. But definitely. So, I mean, come on, man. Dion he understands the nostalgia with this organization. He understands the impact that Al Davis put on this sport. You know what I mean? I think that he understands that if his son can turn this organization around, what that would do for his legacy. If you can come in and turn the Raiders around, your legacy is signed, sealed, and delivered, bro. We've been bad for so long. If you can come in and turn this thing around, you'll be a legend forever.
Turn this shit around, they'll put a statue of you in front of a Legion.
Facts. This is straight facts. Nostalgia. Shaking my head. Shedeur wants to come here to help his brand, and none of the other bottom teams would allow him to do that. I mean, what kind of money is he going to make in Nashville? What kind of money would he make in? Let's just say Jacksonville wanted to move on from Trevor Lawrence, which they won't. What kind of money is he going to make out there with AEW? You know, they're like, you know, with Khan and them. Like, I mean, realistically, you know, the Giants make sense because of the media out, you know, the media, you know, area up there. It's top notch. It's one of the biggest brand, you know, biggest places for your brand. But yeah, man, Damaj is on to something. Salute to my dog. Salute to Casey. Jackson Dart all day. But I'm starting to like Jackson Dart a lot more. I just don't. He's not, to me, a first round guy. He's a kid that can work out if he goes to the right system. I mean, you could say that for a lot of these cats, to be honest. But I think that if he goes into the right situation where he doesn't have to start immediately, Casey, Jackson Dart needs to go somewhere where he can sit. If you can give Jackson Dart that Aaron Rodgers treatment, you know what I'm saying, that Patrick Mahomes, Alex Smith treatment, he could be a phenomenal talent at the next level. I just think that he needs some development, just like Drew Allar. I think Drew Allar needs that same treatment. Put him somewhere where he can sit behind another quarterback for a few years, mentor him, and he'll be okay. These are two guys that can be they can be firecrackers at the next level, but they're going to have to sit down for a little bit.
Tim, I don't see the Giants looking for a quarterback this year. I think they're going to give it 2 years. I think they might give the keys to Drew Lock next year. I think they may try to wait on
Manning.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yo, Jenny, that is interesting. I can see us trading Andre James to the Seahawks after and you know the Seahawks love our former old lineman. They love him.
Yeah.
They love him. That is an interesting one right there, Jenny. For those who don't know, Connor Williams just retired in the middle of the season. He really couldn't get over that injury. And he wasn't looking the best at all. I've seen Seattle fans crying every week about how bad Connor Williams has been. I think he's only 27, 28 years old, but he retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's former Texas guy. Your guy. But yeah, that's interesting. That is an interesting Jenny with a haymaker right there. Hey, take him from us, please. Take him. We got putting him as a backup behind JPJ. I'm cool with that. Move him. Get that contract off the books. Loso says, if we take Shedeur with the first pick, would y'all want him to start immediately or sit him behind AOC, someone else, so he can develop? You're not sitting behind Aiden. There's no way.
No.
I think the Shedeur is the most NFL-ready guy, Loso, and I think that if he goes in a training camp and just clearly outplays whoever's there, if it's Desmond Ridder and Aiden and Carter Bradley, whoever it is, you got to play him. And I know that Tom Brady has stated that there's no more development at the NFL level. Like all these quarterbacks are kind of being thrown into the fire, which would be a shocker if you drafted him and sat him. But if we're going off what Tom Brady has said, I wouldn't be shocked if they wanted to sit Shedeur for a minute. But I think he's ready to go. I think he'd be ready to go. I mean, the abuse he sustained at the collegiate level behind that terrible O-line and still fighting through all those injuries, man, I can see him starting from day one. And I don't think you take a kid in the top 5 and sit him like that, especially in today's NFL. So I don't see it happening. I think that you play him immediately. Now, Tom had his way of going about things. Maybe you draft him and you bring in a veteran quarterback like a Sam Darnold or something like that to that effect. Because you know Minnesota's going to go back to J.J. McCarthy. They just drafted him early in the first round.
Sam Darnold's going to get a bag.
You think so?
He keeps this season up, he's getting a bag.
Well, he's starting to shit the bed here a little bit now, too. Let me look at his stats. I could have swore he's like at the top of the turnover. Let me see. Sam Darnold stats.
Bro.
He started the season off with a bang. Yeah, he got 10 picks, bro.
Oh, shit.
17 to 10. Yeah, like he's like, I think he's leading the league in picks. Let me see. Uh-oh. Utah making a run. Son, you led your league in picks. We talking about ball. We'll see if you can do it again next year. Damn, Shepard fumbled the football, man. Recovered by Utah. Now they are driving. They're at midfield already.
Yeah, I'm turning back to Colorado right now.
Down by 11. Oh, shit. Sack for a loss. A 7. Fumbled the football. Recovered by Utah. So they're already moving backwards right now. 2nd and 17. Or 2nd and 18.
Ooh, first down.
Yeah. 6 minutes left in the game, too. Let me see. He said Utah is ass.
He said Lil Graphk getting his 2 cents in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lil Graphk is he's grounded right now, so I don't know why he's in the background talking. Little Graphk wants to fight everybody now and start wilding out and doing crazy stuff.
What?
Don't do that. Don't do that. I knew once football season ended for him that he was going to have to find places to get his aggression out and stuff. I knew there was going to be a shift, and there was. We're working with him though. My boy going to be all right.
Dude, get him in the MMA.
No, I got another league I'm finna sign him up for. He'll be back in football in January because we're gonna be in California back home for a few weeks. There's another league I can sign him up for in December, but we're gonna be gone for 2 weeks, so it doesn't really make any sense. So he'll be back playing ball in January.
Lil Graphk said he a big dog. I do big dog shit.
He said Lil Graphk said he a big dog. I do big dog shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get him a oh, there you go. I'm gonna get him a bag, a boxing bag. I'm gonna have him punch in the bag in the garage. Let me see. Oh, yep. You said it's intercepted?
Yeah.
Who? Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado just had an interception. Kid just got the pick.
Texas won too.
Yeah, I saw the end of that. That was ugly. I'm curious to see where they're going to be ranked come tomorrow.
He said, you can't punish C. Wood, bro. Little C. Wood, la.
So do you guys think it's quarterback, receiver, first and second picks? I think it's quarterback first. Second could potentially be an offensive lineman.
See, I'm not mad about that. But I personally don't want to miss out on the likes of like a Caleb Johnson out of Iowa running back. I personally do. The way Tom hit with Glaze potentially in the 3rd round, I can wait until the 3rd to get one. Give me a running back.
Like the second pick is like 1A lineman, 1B running back. That's how I'm looking at it right now. I would go
QB, running back, O-line, or wide receiver in that 3rd or 4th round. Or you can kind of intertwine both of those. Yeah. A wide receiver on the 3rd or offensive lineman in the 3rd, and then the 4th. Oh, we got 2 thirds. I'm tripping. So to be honest, I would just go quarterback, running back, and in the 3rd, get you a lineman and a receiver. And then after that, beat up that defense a little bit. Add some defenders.
Yeah.
So to Alex, I already went through this with Jaden. I'm not doing this again. I think you're talking about the quarterback position, right, Alex? I think you're talking about that. This draft has some dogs at running back. Bro, Caps, you ain't never lied, bro. At all. Devin Neal's nice, too. Out of Florida, Peyton, he's nice. But I would definitely take Caleb Johnson out of Iowa over him. Brian Justice, you stupid. That'll never happen, bro. I don't care. But my son gets older than me and taller than me. He's supposed to be 6'4", 6'5".
So one day I'm pork, I'm going to get real big and I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah, man. Nah, but salute to everybody here in the building, man. Get a couple more questions in. We got about 10 more minutes before we get out of here, y'all. Just wanted to shoot the shit with you guys a little bit.
Y'all. Wipe them feet.
Wipe them shits. Oh, that's fire, bro. Where'd you find that at?
I found it like a while back.
We got to use it every time. Watch party now. It's a wrap.
I'm gonna start showing this every time we do a live together now.
Yo, that's the one. That's the one. Q says Nick Singleton is the great value Saquon, man, bro. When do you have Nick Singleton going in the draft? When do you have him going in the draft? Where do they have him? Kid out of Penn State.
Bryce, no. I'm sorry. No. This is 2 straight years we're passing on an Oregon quarterback, man. No.
88 carries, 543 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. He averages 6.2 a clip. Let me see.
Damn, you got to stay with that block, kid.
3rd or 4th round, Q? Okay. Where's the flags? Oh, yeah, Penn State backs. That'd be great.
What up, Q? I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Salute.
Salute to our guy Q in the building, as always. Once again, you guys, we will be doing the watch party tomorrow. Pull up, have some drinks. I don't know about y'all, but I am already locked in. I got some Woodson whiskey. We're gonna have a ball tomorrow. Look, I got my shit set up like the bar over here, Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Got it right here on the table. You know what I mean? I got you one. Here, right now. Got my 3-piece glasses. You know, we're gonna have a movie tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And Caps, I am not gonna lie to you, bro. Hampton is one of my favorite. He's in my top 3 running backs in this year's draft. Marion Hampton out of North Carolina. It's Genty, it's him, and it's Caleb Johnson. Those are my 3 favorite running backs in this year's draft. Salute to my brother Hug. Oh, Hug. And I sent your address over to Woodson Whiskey. Salute to my brother, man. I told them, I said, make sure to take care of one of our guys. So you should be getting a hat soon, brother. And if it's not there in the next week or so, please let me know. And because they took them in those boxes, the new ones with the Raider logo on the side. So please keep me posted. Keep me posted. Lil Graphk, with talent comes great responsibility. You hear me, son? Son, look at me. One of my boys, and he's a former youth football coach. That's what he says. Little Graphk, with talent comes great responsibility. We all seen what happens when talented players let their accolades get to their head. Accolades being touchdowns, interceptions, accomplishments. Stay humble and happy, young G. Let no one steal your shine. You hear that? You hear that? You know what that means? He said, we'll talk about it behind the scenes. Salute to Hug, man. Appreciate you, brother. Real talk. That means a lot to my young pup. Don't let anybody get in your way.
Marty, the best way to get it is online, because when Graphk was out in New York, I took him to the only liquor store in the tri-state that carries it. Sold out.
Yeah.
Online, bro.
Yeah.
WoodsonWhiskey.com.
It's available out here. Marty, what state are you in? Because if you're in Texas, it's in a lot of specs and stuff right now. It's all over the place. But if you really want to just get a bottle immediately, go on to WoodsonWhiskey.com. They have the Raider bottle, the Michigan bottle. I can't say nothing, but there's a new one on the way. Let me just say that. I can't say nothing yet, but I got a scoop the other day. Salute to Woodson Whiskey. There's a new one on the way. So stay tuned. Oh, and it's let me just say this. It's fire. It's fire. It's fire. So salute to Woodson Whiskey once again. What you got to say on the way out, brother?
See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I have a little bit more energy. Like I said, I've been under the weather this entire week, but make sure to pull on up, man. This is what we do. Have fun doing it. And the shit doesn't happen without each and every single one of y'all pulling on up. So make sure to pull on up tomorrow. What time are we on? 12:30 Eastern?
12:30 Eastern. Yes. I think I set it up for 11:30 Central. So yeah. And Angel, I'm still working on that behind the scenes. It's kind of tough because I land in Sacramento, I think the 22nd or 23rd. So the time frame of trying to do the toy drive, if we do it, we're probably gonna have to do it after Christmas, which sucks. But I'm trying to put it together. I already got some sponsors and some stuff, but it's just gonna be difficult because of the time frame that we're gonna be there. So I'll keep you posted if I do get a chance to do that, Angel. I promise. But yeah, man, make sure you guys hop on with us tomorrow. Watch party. Raiders Dolphins. We will be covering the entire game, the best play-by-play that you'll find on YouTube. We're gonna be having some drinks, having some fun, shooting the shit.
We already ready. Look at this shit.
The Locker app will be live round one, or in the first quarter, round one. I love that. In the first quarter. So stay tuned for that. But as always, you guys, we appreciate every single one of you guys for pulling up and shooting the shit with us. Slow time right now. Not really a lot going on. We just wanted to kind of come on and just, breathe some life into the Raider Nation, man. So as always, we will see you guys tomorrow. Wipe them feet on the way out, break them thumbs, and also hit that subscribe button. And we will see you tomorrow. Love y'all. We out. One.
Jerome is coming up and he's going to blow the house out, but I have to get that in.